You know, sometimes I just want to listen to my own music while I'm walking around town or I'm running errands or going on hikes or whatever, but I also always need to think about safety. Bears and coyotes are very common where I live here in Colorado, and I always choose the bear, but I also like to be very aware of my surroundings. That's where these little babes come in. These are the Sony LinkBuds Clip earbuds. They're $230 USD. They're earbuds that clip onto your ears and they don't go into your actual ear canal. Also, real quick, if you like tech reviews that are honest and detailed and occasionally fueled by chaotic weeb energy, I'm a huge fan of Sailor Moon and anime, hit that like button, subscribe, and come hang out in the comments. I read your comments, I see you, I appreciate you, so thank you so much for showing up. Sony did send these sample units over to me for my review, so shout out to Sony Electronics for doing that. As usual, my reviews are not sponsored by the brand, and they have zero editorial control over the video or my opinions. So for starters, these are the LinkBuds Clips. They are open ear clip designs, so they don't block your ear canal. They sit outside and they just clamp gently onto your ear using this little C-shaped design. The idea here is less ear fatigue, so you can wear them longer. There's less pressure inside of the ears, and they have better awareness. Plus, if you hate in-ear tips, these will probably feel a lot better for you. These are a uniform fit. You can bend the clip back and forth, but it kind of just bounces back to its shape. Sony did include some cushions for comfort. Those are flexible silicone cushions that are meant for smaller ears to give you a tighter, more secure fit. If the earbuds are not sitting in the right place on your ear, you might lose bass clarity and overall volume. So I appreciate that Sony includes these in the box instead of making them a separate purchase. By the way, in the box you get the charging case, which you can see here, the earbuds, and the cushions themselves. Now, to be honest, I thought that I would need the cushions because my ears are small-ish, but I don't. Shaking my head, running, moving around, don't shake the clips out. They stay very secure. If you find yourself somewhere in the middle, you can just plop the cushions inside the case when you aren't using them and then put them on the clips when you want a more secure fit. I was worried that the clip would get in the way of my glasses. As you can see here, my glasses, like the leg or the arm, goes behind my ear like every other glasses do. I was also worried that they would get pulled out when I mess with my hair, but they sit lower than the arms of my glasses and my hair doesn't get tangled or caught in them. It's way better of a fit than the earbuds that have those little stems on them. Those always get caught in my hair when I mess with my hair, and we hates it. God, I sound like Gollum. Now, I can use most pro earbuds that fit inside my ear canal for like 4 to 5 hours before my ears start feeling really sore. These are more breathable, so you don't get that pressurized ear feeling where you can hear yourself chewing. If you know, you know. And I also think that they are a lot more comfortable for a long use time. Now, if you're finding this video helpful, a subscribe would mean so much to me. Subscribing is a very simple way of showing me which videos you find helpful, which ones you find valuable, and it tells me which direction I should take my channel in. Also, a big Patreon shout out to my s'mores. You can join them and support my channel by going over to patreon.com/Shannon Morse for perks like early video access and my private Discord. As usual, all the videos on my channel are free to watch, and I thank my YouTube members and my patrons for making that possible. Now back to the clips. These actually come in a few different colors. There's green, black, cream, or my favorite color, which is this beautiful purple color. You also get that purple case if you choose the purple color. Also, thank you to Sony so much for bringing us some fun colors. Tech should not be boring, and these are a fashion statement. They look like they are earrings. They look like they are ear clips. They should not be boring colors. They should be really fun and exciting and engaging. They should match our aesthetics, but also be tech that we actually want to use. They are made for people who need to hear their surroundings or need to make calls, but they want good quality sound and better battery life. In the case of these, you can hear a coworker talking to you. You can hear your kids in the house or hear what's going on around you while hiking on a trail. A little sweat also won't bother them. They do have IP ratings. I personally love open earbuds for certain situations because I don't want to feel disconnected disconnected from the world. Personal safety, babe. I want that main character energy with my own playlist while I'm walking the halls of CES, but I also don't want somebody following me into my hotel room. But there is a trade-off with open earbuds. Open earbuds usually don't give you that deep bass and total immersion that you get from sealed in-ear earbuds. So let's have a little bit of a chat about the sound. When you wear these, you aren't sealing yourself off from the world, so you lose some of that low-end impact that you can usually get from a closed source. So like when you're listening to my cousin's band, Night Spins, or bands like Daft Punk or Ganja White Night, those are bands that have a deep bassy hit, which you don't get with open earbuds. But these are very clear, very spacious, so when I'm listening to like my favorite audiobooks like Aquatar, hello, or YouTube videos, these are actually really, really great if you're into watching something like paranormal investigations, because the sounds are super clear. You can hear little taps and little whispers and things like that. You can hear those little noises and nobody can sneak up on you. Also, they sound very clear for audio calls. So if you have to take tons of calls all day for work, these are really awesome for that. Now, Sony says LinkBuds Clip include AI noise reduction and a bone conduction sensor. So the bone conduction sensor helps pick up your voice vibrations more reliably, and the AI noise reduction is meant to help clean up background noise so you sound clearer. They also include an audio volume adjust to help whenever noises around you increase or decrease. In the Sound Connect app, the app that you have to use whenever you set this up for the first time, you have 3 different listening modes. Standard is default, voice boost is for vocal clarity in noisy environments so you can hear your call and audiobook easier. Sound linkage reduction mode reduces sound so people around you can't hear your smutty romantasy audiobook. But also, if you use these for work or calls, they can also be really good for audio privacy too. They also have touch controls that can be edited in the app, so you can do things like play and pause, you can open your AI assistant, you can volume adjust, etc. Connectivity is really strong here. You've got multi-device connection, stable Bluetooth, and support for SBC and AAC. And battery life is very strong. Sony rates them at 9 hours on the earbuds themselves and up to 37 hours with the case. And then you also get 3 minutes of charging for up to 1 hour of playback. So yeah, 3 minutes, which I think is so convenient. And just a quick mention, Sony also has optional case covers that are going to cost $24.99. They're only available on Sony's website, but there's a few different color options that you can choose, so they're kind of customizable. So after wearing these to go to the mall and around town and in my own home while I'm working, I'm very happy with how much awareness I have of the world around me, how comfortable they are, and the sound quality for vocals. Plus the battery life is excellent and they charge super fast. $230 is kinda steep and you do lose those bassy deep frequencies. Plus there's no active noise cancellation, which obvious but worth a mention. Snag them if you need awareness and long wear comfort. They are absolutely perfect for this. Do not buy them if you need airplane headphones. These are not going to block out people coughing or the noises of the people around you or the engines. You would definitely want something that's sealed in ear for that kind of environment. Comfort, awareness, and convenience are the factors here. And comment below, I would love to know, do you like open earbuds for awareness or do you prefer noise canceling and full immersion? I kind of like both for different experiences. If I'm traveling on a plane, I'm going to take different earbuds. I'm not going to bring these. For working at home or for going on a hike, these are perfect for that. Now, if you enjoyed this review, make sure to hit subscribe, hit like, and share it with a friend who is always losing their earbuds or complaining that in-ear tips hurt. And I will see you next time. Bye, y'all.